What's up racers, RacerBeast here and welcome back to another CSR2 video. Now I'm here with the Lancer Evolution, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. This is a tier 4 elite tuner car, and in this video I'm going to show you a good live racing setup for this car, okay? So previously we had done a live racing setup for the Subaru WRX, and that is also a tier 4 elite tuner car. Here it is. And in that video I had mentioned that generally elite tuner cars tend to be good in live racing, especially when fully elated, and when it comes to this particular Mitsubishi, this is no exception, okay? This is a low pp high evo car, and I have tested this in a few lobbies. This has done well for me, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the live racing setup. Let's have a look at the upgrades that I have for this. Now, I have engine at stage 2, turbo at stage 5, intake at stage 3, nitrous at stage 5, body at stage 6, tires at stage 4, and transmission at stage 6, okay? So this gives me a performance point of 627 and evo point of 1759. So this is a good low pp high evo setup. As I have mentioned in my previous videos, having a low pp high evo setup gives you a good advantage in lobby matchmaking. Quite often you will get placed into lobbies where your opponents are running slower than you, and as long as you control your runs, you won't get bumped up that easily, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the tuning for this setup. Now keep in mind, as far as the tuning goes, your tuning might be slightly different than mine depending upon what fusions you have, but this is just to give you a baseline, okay? I almost have all fusions, so if you are missing a few fusions, then you may need to adjust your tuning accordingly. So for me, nitrous all the way to the right, final drive at 3.71 and tire pressure at 8 psi. So this gives me a dyno of 11.722. So I'm aiming for an 11.7 lobby, but keep in mind, since you have a low pp high evo setup here, you can get placed into slower lobbies as well, okay? Where you have an advantage over your opponents. So this is the setup, guys. Now before we get into a few live races with the Lancer, let's do a test run, and I will also show you the shift pattern for this car, okay? Here we go. Now as far as the shift pattern goes, you will aim for a perfect start, and then do an early shift somewhere around 5000 rpm on the second gear. Do a good shift on the third gear, and then rest all will be either deep good or early perfect shifts, okay? Nitrous you will hit on the third gear, okay? So I will show you what do I mean by doing a run now. Here we go. Okay, so let's see what we ran there. We ran an 11.618 with a dyno of 11.722. so this car is beating dyno, no issues there, okay? But remember, you don't need to beat dyno. Since you have a low pp high evo setup, you anyways have a lobby advantage, so you will need to control your runs and slow down as much as you can and still get those wins, okay? Otherwise, if you go all out and beat dyno, you may risk getting bumped up, which we should avoid at all cost, okay? So yeah guys, this is the setup, and I'm going to show you a few live races now, but I'm going to stop my commentary. Enjoy the live races, guys. This is RacerBeast signing off. See you in another video. Bye.
Fallen one too many times, feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's a life, a life. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line. just a lesson learned, a slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting.